Today, I'm sitting down with former Miss Alabama, two-time New York Times bestselling author, and beloved television personality, best known for her unforgettable turn on The Bachelorette. Since then, she's gone far beyond reality TV with her second romance novel coming out, as well as opening up about her journey with mental health, personal growth, and everything in between. Through her best-selling book, God Bless This Mess, and her online presence, Hannah's built a space that's all about honesty, self-discovery, and learning to show up as yourself. Now, with her second romance novel on the way, she's continuing to evolve as a storyteller in so many exciting new ways. Hannah, welcome to DITL.
Thank you for having me. I'm excited to be here.
How are you?
I'm doing well. I just got in from Nashville. I moved there about 2 years ago. I lived here in LA for about 4 years. And so it's great to be back. Like having kind of mixing my former day in the life into my life now, being back here in LA. So it's been fun.
It's like you're home away from home.
Yeah.
When you come back to LA, what are the things that you're like, these are the things on my must hit list?
Well, it revolves around food. So I'd love to hit an Erewhon, just go get the really expensive smoothies that just are so good. I love great white burritos. So I'll have like a burrito either delivered to me because I'm lazy and want to stay in my bed a little bit longer for my own little brunch in bed, or go there, just really seeing friends. I went to a Pilates class today. I feel like all the best workout class. The Hot Pilates place, a reformer class though, and it was great. It was like a classical Pilates, and I think I might like classical Pilates and like the traditional reformer better, which is
interesting.
Wild. I'm finding that out about myself today, but it's been great.
What's next on the agenda? I feel like there's so many exciting things happening in your world. You're getting married. It was just announced that you are going to be on Bachelor in Paradise. Mm-hmm. What does that entail?
Yeah, this summer is booked and busy for me, I will say. I am now headed off to Bachelor in Paradise to be the hostess of their champagne lounge and give advice, which is really cool because it feels like almost like redemptive in some way, like full circle, being able to be the person there that I wish maybe I would have had during this beautiful and unique journey to find love. So that's going to be really fun. But that I'm finding out about it it hasn't been that long. And so I'm going to be spending a full month there. And then straight from that, like I go to my bachelorette party. And then from that, my book is coming out in June, The 4 Engagement Rings of Civil Rain. So doing a book tour, getting to meet all the people who have supported me and loved the book. And then I get married in July. So it is just a crazy summer, but like all the best things. So I'm trying to work on, sometimes when I feel super anxious, I'm like, all these things are things that you love and that are so amazing. And so trying to like channel that anxiety of like, this is so much into like, this is so awesome and so exciting. And I'm doing better about that.
I'm sure that we'll get into that in part of your day and kind of how you manage the overwhelming nature of so much going on and what you do to take care of yourself as you prepare for basically like the next 6 weeks on the road. How do you pack for that? Are you in styling sessions every day? Because like part of this is on camera.
Yeah.
And so like you're preparing for, part of this is, just like for a TV show. And then part of this is fun for your friends and your bachelor party and all of that. But like, how do you actually pack for this?
Okay, that was the thing that caused me the most stress. I was having like a full panic every day before I left to come to LA because I'm like, how am I going to pack for this? I don't know how to pack for this. I'm not a great packer by myself. But I did have a friend who's a stylist in Nashville come and like help me just have all my outfits ready for while I was in LA. It's like, okay, here's the thing. And that was all that I thought that I was packing for at first. And then got the exciting news I'm going to Costa Rica for a month. And I'm like, oh no, I don't have island clothes. Like I don't have vacation clothes just like spilling out of my closet. But we pieced some things together. And then while I'm here in LA, there is a stylist for the show. So I'm supposed to meet with them actually tomorrow to do kind of a rundown, because I think I'm going to be wearing, like, we are part of the staff of the show. And so I don't know, there might be like a uniform mix in. I'm a little terrified of that because, like, who wants to wear a polo like button up shirt? But hey,
so official.
I will be the person that will have to take that on. So there'll be like a little styling, but a lot of the time that you're in Costa Rica, or that I'm going to be there, I'm kind of going to be like in and out. So the weather is supposed to be so hot where we're going to be. So just trying to find things that were just as loose and light as possible. My favorite outfit to wear is a sundress, but I like a long one, but just something that I can like let my like air out a little bit. You know, I gotta find clothes that'll just like keep me not
cool.
and not just like sopping in sweat everywhere. So that was challenging. And then just like my bachelorette, it's like right after. So I had to get all that together. Well, I thought I was going to have a month to like figure all that out. So then I was just like scrambling, trying to put things. But thank goodness one of my bridesmaids is a stylist.
Dream.
So she is like, don't worry about it. Just send me all the white things that you've been collecting and we'll put some things together. And if I have to order you some things, I'll do it. So she also lives here. So we're going to like figure that out while I'm here. So when you ask how it's packing, like, I'm not fully packed. I just threw crap in a bag and we're going to figure some of it out, hopefully in the next day or two. But I always overpack. But I think that's better when you're going to be like living somewhere for a while.
You need options.
I need the options because, like, who knows what I'm going to be feeling that day.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Especially when it's hot and sweaty.
Yeah.
Multiple outfit changes in a day.
Exactly.
Even.
And that's what the producers were saying. They're like, you're going to sweat through your clothes, so just bring more. So my fiance had to figure out how to operate through the airport with 4 huge bags. But like, that was what I was told to do, is pack multiple outfits for a day. So he just had to figure out how to go through the airport for me.
Will he come to Paradise with you? Like, how do you guys handle that? It's like 4 weeks of work for you, but it's also, since you're not like a main contestant or, you know, person on the series, will you get to like actually kind of vacation with him for any of it?
Yeah. So we did, like, when I first kind of got the opportunity, at first I was like, wow, like, we're going to be gone with this trip and then the Bachelorette, like roughly like almost 6 weeks ish apart right before our wedding. And we've never been apart for that long. And I was like, what do you want to do? He's like, well, I'm going to figure out when I can see you. So he ended up coming on this work trip with me. And even though he's taking calls in the hotel all day, we like it's important for us to have face-to-face time when we can. So he's coming, he came for this trip. And then we are trying to make it work where he can also come to Costa Rica for a few days. So we're trying to get that in the works now, just because, like you said, I'm definitely going to be with the cast as much as possible, but I'm not the drama in this, thank goodness. So there'll be times where I'll get to be able to get away. So we're going to have him come down for some of that.
Okay, good.
Yeah.
I'm sure we'll get into more of this, but so on DITL, we always start at the beginning of your day.
Okay.
So what time do you wake up and how do you get your day started?
Okay. It depends on the day. But I would say I wake up between 6 and 7:30. 6 is when that's a lie. I set my alarm at 6. Let's say I get up around 6:30 when I'm going to my strength training class. I used to have the strength training class at like 9 a.m. or it's a private. And then I realized that even though it's hard for me to wake up in the mornings, hence why I have to press snooze so many times, it was so much better for me to start my day like just getting up and going somewhere. So I do strength training 3 to 4 times a week. And so I just roll out of bed, put on clothes and get in the car and head to my strength training class and get there around 7. When I don't have that workout, I would say I get up around 7:30. I get that like 1 extra hour of sleep.
It feels so good.
It feels so good. But seriously, before this, I would sleep till after 8:30 to go to the workout class. So it's helped me get up. And yeah, I just like put on my clothes, go straight to the gym. I'm always, unfortunately, like 3 to 5 minutes late, which I feel like is on time. Okay. I'm like, that works. Okay. And
you're there. That's all that matters.
And I'm paying for it. Yeah. So it's honestly, I'm jipping myself. My trainer's still getting paid. So yeah, I started doing strength training a couple of years ago. I think everybody knows at this point, like how important it is for women to like lift weights. I go to a CrossFit gym, but I don't do CrossFit. Mm-hmm. I call it CrossFit light because there's just a certain energy of CrossFit people that I admire, but I am not that. And I learned that quickly. I was like, oh, we are on 2 different brain wavelengths when it comes to working out. Like, I know I have to do this, and like I get to move my body, and that's awesome, but they're just like so intense, which is awesome.
Like rah, so excited to be there and like pushing themselves.
And like I said, I'm like rolling out of bed, getting there, and I'm like, okay, this is good for me.